Hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Call today. What if I told you one of the most iconic scenes in the Princess Diaries was never supposed to happen? And that's just the beginning. Because behind this movie are 20 unbelievable secrets, including real million-dollar jewelry, a role that completely changed the story, and an audition accident that created a superstar. Let's get into it. 1. Let's start with Mia's transformation. That frizzy before look? Completely fake. Anne Hathaway had to wear a thick, heavy wig nicknamed the Beast because it was so hard to manage. It was designed to look messy and wild, and even her eyebrows were enhanced to look more exaggerated. 2. If parts of the movie feel familiar, there's a reason. The director added several subtle callbacks to Pretty Woman, including similar awkward dinner scenes and even repeating lines like, "It happens all the time." It's basically a hidden connection between the two films. 3. Now here's something you probably didn't notice. That moment where Mia falls off the bleachers? That wasn't acting. Anne Hathaway actually slipped. But instead of stopping, she stayed in character, and the scene made it into the final cut because it felt so real. 4. Originally, Mia's father was alive, just like in the books, but the filmmakers made a bold decision to remove him entirely. Why? To give the Queen a much bigger emotional role and make her relationship with Mia the heart of the story. 5. And speaking of Mia, Anne Hathaway didn't land the role by being perfect. During her audition, she got so nervous that she literally fell off her chair, and somehow, that awkward moment convinced the director she was Mia. 6. The movie almost had a completely different identity. Its original title was The Princess of Tribeca, but after major story changes, including moving away from New York, the title no longer made sense, so they went back to The Princess Diaries. 7. At one point, Anne Hathaway had to go out in public fully dressed as awkward Mia. She later admitted it made her feel incredibly uncomfortable, especially when strangers approached her in strange ways. It showed just how convincing that transformation really was. 8. Here's a big one for fans of the books. The sequel wasn't based on them at all. Instead, the studio created a completely new storyline, using only the characters. It was a risky move, but it worked. 9. Behind the scenes, there was a major star helping run things. Whitney Houston was actually a producer on the film. And she didn't just stay behind the camera. She brought energy to the set, even surprising everyone by singing during a birthday celebration. 10. Michael's character feels authentic for a reason. The actor playing him was a real musician in a band, and even performed original music connected to the film. 11. Now let's talk about that subtle romance. The connection between the Queen and Joe wasn't even in the script. The actors naturally developed that chemistry during filming, and it became such a great addition that it stayed in the movie. 12. That beach party scene? Looks like San Francisco, right? Wrong. It was actually filmed in Malibu, and carefully designed to match the original setting so audiences wouldn't notice. 13. Before filming began, the director gave Anne Hathaway a powerful piece of advice. Don't focus on whether the movie will succeed. Focus on enjoying the experience. That mindset helped shape not just the film, but her entire career. 14. Even though the movie is based on a best-selling book, the author had no involvement in the filming process at all. She trusted the filmmakers to bring the story to life in their own way, which isn't always easy for writers. 15. This next one is actually emotional. Julie Andrews returned to singing in the sequel after years of vocal struggles. And when she recorded her song, she nailed it in a single take, leaving people on set deeply moved. 16. Now here's something you almost definitely didn't know. The jewelry used in the sequel wasn't fake. It was real, high-value luxury jewelry, so valuable that security had to be present at all times while filming. 17. Some scenes were filmed in a historic studio that was also used decades earlier for Mary Poppins. For fans, that connection makes the film feel even more special, like a bridge between generations. 18. And that quick appearance by a city official? That was actually the real mayor of San Francisco playing himself. A small detail, but a very real one. 19. The director also made the movie feel like a family project. He included his own relatives in small roles throughout the film, adding a personal touch behind the scenes. 20. Final build-up, and finally, the Queen. From the very beginning, there was only one person the filmmakers wanted for that role. They didn't consider anyone else, and even adjusted the story to make the character bigger, just to fit her perfectly. So yeah, The Princess Diaries isn't just a simple feel-good movie. It's full of real accidents, smart decisions, and behind-the-scenes moments that made it unforgettable. Now I've got a question for you. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you love discovering secrets like this, subscribe to Final Call today, because the next video might completely change how you see your favorite movie.